UIM F1 H2O World Championship returned to the heart of China for round 3 of the 2025 season for the Grand Prix of Zhengzhou. Zhengzhou, a major hub on the Yellow River Basin, holds deep cultural significance. Often dubbed the cradle of Chinese civilization, its fertile lands have supported life and legacy for thousands of years, a heritage still visible in the city's ancient architecture and traditions. Zhengzhou is a futuristic metropolis where rivers thread through the heart of the city. Its gleaming skyline, modern bridges, and sprawling infrastructure make it a symbol of China's rapid transformation. The region is world-renowned as the birthplace of Kung Fu. At its heart lies the legendary Shaolin Monastery, where generations have practiced the martial arts of Kung Fu and Tai Chi with deep spiritual discipline. Visitors from around the world continue to journey here to experience its traditions and pay homage to this cornerstone of Chinese martial arts. All eyes were on hometown heroes China CTIC team, whose fans had a chance to get some face time with the team at a meet and greet event and participate in a traditional print activity. For the adventurous, F1 H2O offered a chance to ride in the exhilarating two-seater boat, feeling the speed and G-forces that make this sport one of the most thrilling on water. Now let's see what happened in the previous round of the Grand Prix of Shanghai, China on the road to Sharjah. Round 2 of the UIM F1 H2O World Championship delivered fireworks in Shanghai, on and off the water. Racing returned to Baoshan, where an exciting waterfront at the Baosteel headquarters set the stage for another high-stakes chapter in the championship. Qualifying saw a major shakeup. Rusty Wyatt and Jonas Andersson were both struck by mechanical issues in Q3, failing to set a lap. That opened the door for Team Sharjah's 21-year-old Stefan Arendt, who seized pole position with a stunning 40.222 second lap, his first ever in F1 H2O. But just before the race, Arendt's team was forced to change his engine, sending him to the back of the grid and handing pole to Sean Torrente. When the lights went out, Torrente stormed to the front, with Andersson and Grant Trask in close pursuit. Rusty Wyatt, starting from 5th, charged early, but Bauer rolled out while fighting for the podium, ending his race. Up front, Andersson hounded Torrente for the lead and made his move as the pair sliced through back markers. A bold pass and a bit of contact put the reigning world champion back on top. Behind them, Stefan Arendt delivered one of the drives of the decade, slicing through the field from 19th all the way to 4th. The race ended under yellow after a late flip from Savicelio with no time for a restart. Jonas Andersson took the win, his first of the season, putting his title defense firmly back on track. Torrente crossed the line second, Trask completed the podium in third. That result vaulted Jonas Andersson to the top of the Drivers' World Championship, 3 points clear of Rusty Wyatt. Victory teams Bäckström and Torrente now sit 3rd and 4th, while Grant Trask and Stefan Arendt round out the top 6. The Grand Prix of Zhengzhou featured a competitive lineup of 20 drivers from 10 teams fighting for the championship on the road to Sharjah. Team Sweden's Jonas Andersson returned to form in Shanghai, turning a P4 start into a flawless win. With blistering pace from his self-built engines, the defending champion now leads the standings and looks firmly back in control.
Last race was fantastic for us. We had a problem and missed the qualifying, but in the end we win the race. So we are back in the top. It's going to be a really tough race, and qualifying for sure here is very, very windy. And the boat we have, I tried today to get the setups, and let's see tomorrow morning for the quali.
His teammate Grant Trask backed him up with a strong P3 finish, an encouraging result for a duo that's quickly blossoming into a formidable partnership.
Yeah, it was an awesome race. You know, it's my first podium. I've been trying on and off for 8 years over here. Joined with Team Sweden very fortunately, and they just gave me, the perfect setup, the perfect balance. perfect engines. Everything was great, and they're an awesome team to work with, to be honest. I'm very happy.
Sharjah team's Rusty Wyatt is one of the toughest and most relentless racers in the sport. He stormed to a stunning win in round 1, but a wobble in Shanghai leaves him hungry to strike back in Zhengzhou.
Yeah, we need a big comeback here from Shanghai for sure. We had a good weekend, I think, overall there, but unfortunate mistake in the final that we ended up doing a bit of a barrel roll there and we didn't finish. So that hurt for sure. I think we had pace. Yeah, we're still in it and very excited to get back out there.
Sharjah's Stefan Arendt made headlines last round with a breakthrough pole, his first in F1 H2O. He'll be riding that momentum into Zhengzhou with renewed confidence.
I raced here last year. It's a 5-pin course. Obviously, it's very fast, can get very rough at some points. You know, the wind really picks up on the rear straight. Unfortunately, I crashed out here last season in the first turn of the first sprint race. So, well, our goal is to try to do something better than that this weekend.
Victory Team now leads the team championship. Alec Beckstrom sits third in the standings after a strong start in Indonesia was followed by a crash in Shanghai qualifying. The talented Finn needs to regain momentum and prove why Victory put their faith in him.
Yeah, so for sure the target for the team is 1-2. It's not easy with the lineup of guys we have now, but hopefully we can still keep the team's championship P1 and then maybe me and Sean move up a couple of spots in the Drivers' Championship.
Three-time world champion Sean Torrente is hitting his stride again, finishing second in Shanghai after leading much of the race.
Man, I want to win and I want to take championship lead. Dug out of the hole last race. We're within 5 of the lead now, from going from 20 behind. So, yeah, man, I want to win. I wanted to win last week. Still bummed I didn't, so we're going to try hard to win here.
For Team Abu Dhabi, it's a season under pressure. Eric Stark salvaged 5th place in Shanghai, but he needs a big result soon to keep the team in the fight. Rookie Mansour Al-Mansouri continues to build experience, chasing his first points of the year. Stromoy Racing showed flashes of speed with Bartek Marsalek carrying the team's hopes after another tough weekend for Marit Stromoy. Her 4-stroke engine has the speed, but setup remains a challenge in rough conditions. China CTIC's Peter Marin has had a tough season, sitting 10th overall after a DNF in Shanghai. But he was runner-up here last year and will be eager to deliver on home waters in Zhengzhou.
My goal is to make almost a good time like last year and in the year before. So I hope to upgrade my time.
His Canadian teammate Kyle Maskell impressed early in his rookie campaign, but his race ended with a late barrel roll in Shanghai. He'll be eager to reset. F1 Atlantic's Ben Jelf's early season momentum faded after a DNF in Shanghai, while teammate Duarte Benavente struggled to find rhythm. At Comparato F1, Alberto Comparato continues to hover just outside the top 6, while rookie Damon Cohen works to close the gap in his debut campaign. Red Devil SMC F1's Sammy Celio looked quick before flipping out of contention late in the Shanghai race, while teammate Ferdinand Zandbergen stayed steady for another top 10 finish. And finally, Maverick Racing rounds out the grid. Cedric Deguin and Alexander Bourgeot continue to fight through the season. The Zhengzhou course is set on a scenic city lake, featuring a 6-pin layout with a single, challenging yellow right-hander. It includes a long, super-fast straightaway that pushes drivers to their limits. Qualifying day in Zhengzhou. Cold air, gray skies, and 20 of the world's fastest drivers facing off for the top spot. Q1 kicked off with 8 drivers fighting to avoid elimination. At the top, Estonia's Stefan Arendt set the pace early with a 46.028. It was a double exit for Maverick Racing. Both Cedric Deguin and Alexander Bourgeot were out early. CTIC China's Kyle Maskell couldn't repeat his round 2 Q2 finish, bumped out in 13th after a late flyer from Bartek Marsalek. Marsalek scraped through in 12th, while teammate Marit Stromoy struggled in the chop and missed the cut. Also eliminated, Red Devil SMC's Ferdinand Zandbergen, F1 Atlantic's Duarte Benavente, and Comparato F1's Damon Cohen. Q2, only 6 could advance. The pressure mounted fast. Rusty Wyatt stole the show with a 44.911, the fastest lap of the weekend so far. But even as the front runners flew, big names fell. Team Abu Dhabi's Eric Stark having balance problems and missed the cut in 10th. Two-time champion Sami Celio couldn't find the pace. Marsalek's run ended there, and once again Peter Marin came up short, leaving CTIC China out of Q3. Ben Jelf and Alberto Comparato were out as well, leaving just 3 teams standing: Victory, Team Sweden, and Sharjah Team. 6 drivers, 3 teams, 1 shootout for pole. Rusty Wyatt opened strong with a 45.3. Aaron followed with a 44.9. Torrente then stormed to provisional pole with a 44.7 second lap. His Victory teammate Alec Vekstrom then topped him with a 44.311. Jonas Andersson wasn't done. He dug deep and delivered a final lap masterpiece, 43.951, the fastest lap of the weekend and pole position in Shanghai. Andersson takes his second pole of the season, followed by Vekstrom, Arendt, Torrente, Trask, and Wyatt.
Good job, old guy. You got it.
That's a trick, yeah. Yeah, that was a tough one. I was playing around too much yesterday with going from one boat to another boat, and I didn't understand completely the propeller's choice. The balance of the new boat is not perfect yet. I need to work with that because it was flying everywhere. If it comes some wind, I have been in the upside down. But I'm super happy. This is for the boys who work so hard.
Saturday featured 2 15-minute sprint races, their starting grids based on qualifying results, providing a crucial background for the championship title with half the Grand Prix points at stake. Defending champion Jonas Andersson lines up first for Sprint Race 1. Victory's Sean Torrente is sandwiched between the Team Sweden boats. Grant Trask sits just behind in P3. Ben Jelf starts 4th, Alberto Comparato 5th, with Sami Celio rounding out the top 6. The flag goes down, the race is on. Andersson rockets off the dock, but Torrente is on his heels. The 2 3-time champions break clear, neck and neck to the whole shot. Behind them, Maverick Racing's Cedric De Guin gets the jump on Al Mansouri, but the Team Abu Dhabi rookie responds and retakes the position. Up front, it's Andersson who wins the whole shot, holding the inside line. Alberto Comparato has strong pace in lane 5, challenging Ben Jelf for 4th. But the British driver cuts tight to the inside, defending his position through the early turns. Andersson leads, Torrente 2nd, Trask in 3rd. Comparato tries again, charging hard on the outside before the right-hander, but Jelf beats him to it, holding on to P4. Andersson pulls clear quickly, building a solid lead. Behind, Trask gives chase, trying to stay in touch with the 2 legends out front. The fight for 4th stays intense. Comparato swings wide into a left-hander, but Sami Celio sees the opening and dives inside. The Finn nearly takes the spot, but Comparato shuts the door. By lap 10, Comparato suddenly slows and drops back. Celio and Moritz Stromoy both move through. Stromoy, driving the field's only 4-stroke, is now up to 5th. Disaster for Jelf with just 4 laps to go. The Brit is dead in the water and out of the points. Up front, it's all Andersson, untouchable. He finishes 1st. Torrente takes 2nd and 9 valuable points. Trask finishes 3rd.
Yeah, I had a really, really good start, and after that it was quite smooth. We're testing some things for the main race tomorrow, and hopefully we can make a better job tomorrow.
Yeah, man, it was a really good start. We were probably just a tick short, but it was really good off the beach. Needed just a little more, and I learned that, man, when the conditions are that nice, these things are like just really relaxing to drive.
I wanted to try and have a fight with Sean, but in the end I kind of just held 3rd place, knowing, every point counts, and I didn't want to do anything stupid before the big race, so yeah.
The boats line up for Sprint Race 2, but there's trouble for Sharjah's Stefan Arendt. His engine won't fire, and he's unable to reach the start pontoon. Victory's Alec Bäckström starts on pole with Arendt out, Rusty Wyatt moves up to P2, and China CTIC's Peter Marin slots into P3. The lights go out, Bäckström gets a clean launch, Marin shows strong pace, staying level with Wyatt off the dock. The top three break away from Eric Stark in P4. Bäckström leads early through the whole shot. Behind him, the fight for second is on. Marin charges hard on the outside, but Wyatt powers through and secures the inside line. Meanwhile, Red Devils' Ferdinand Zandbergen gets a blistering start. He passes Brock Cohen for fifth and immediately sets his sights on Eric Stark. Zandbergen makes it stick, slips past Stark before the right-hander to take P4. Up front, Bäckström controls the race. Wyatt chases in second, with Marin holding third and eyeing a podium in front of his home fans. Stark holds P5, but Comparato F1's Brock Cohen mounts a challenge on the outside. The Aussie catches air, giving Stark just enough space to defend the inside and hold the position. Sharjah's Rusty Wyatt, in typical style, keeps the pressure on, digging relentlessly at Bäckström's lead. But the Victory driver never flinches, holding strong to take his first ever win in UIM F1 H2O, a career milestone for the young Finn. Wyatt grabs valuable points in second. Peter Marin claims third on the podium at home in Zhengzhou.
Yeah, we got the first win, as the team says, victory team, so I'm really happy and proud for all the team and the hard work they put in yesterday. So Finally.
No, never give up for sure. Every point matters. We'll go back, look at the data, and tomorrow's a big day. It's going to be completely different too. Windy, rough. Conditions are going to be the complete opposite of today. So more my style, and hopefully it goes a little more my way tomorrow.
I'm feel very happy because the whole team works very hard from the previous race from Shanghai.
Race day, bitter winds and steady rain, but teams and drivers are ready to tackle it. Spectators and dignitaries fill the grandstands for opening ceremonies, eager to witness the action and support hometown favorites China CTIC. Peter Marin finished second here last time, and local fans are hoping for another podium. But the competition is fierce. Three-time world champion Sean Torrente starts from P4.
Conditions actually aren't bad. I mean, it's kind of raining. That's the only thing, is you can't really see the water so good because there's no light. It's really dark. You know, we just need a good start, and then from there we need to stay within touching distance within 4 or 5 seconds, really. Bide your time and get as close as you can, and then pounce when you can. You got to push really hard right before we get to it, and then when we get to it, hope it goes our way like it went his way last week.
There is so many now is fast. I mean, Rusty is super fast, but he started 5 or 6. And Sean is always fast. Bäckström is fast. Everybody is fast now, so it's going to be very tough, the race.
Yeah, take it easy on yourself, huh? Keep strong. Let's go, baby.
Starting grid, Jonas Andersson on pole with Alec Bäckström in P2, just as in Indonesia, where he lost out to Wyatt. Can he hold it this time? Arendt P3 and Torrente P4. Trask starts 5th, with Wyatt looming close behind. Peter Marin takes P7, Alberto Comparato 8th, and Eric Stark a surprising 9th, and Ben Gell way down in 19th after a last-minute engine change. Crews fight the rain, steadying boats as the conditions worsen. Green flag is up, the race is on, the field goes full throttle. Andersson and Bäckström launch neck and neck off the dock. Arendt is sluggish, and Torrente capitalizes from lane 4. Stark rockets out of the gate, quickly surging past Comparato. Up front, Andersson struggles to hold a lead over the Victory duo to his starboard. Bäckström powers forward and pulls up even at the mark. They're locked in a duel, and they make contact, nearly blowing over. Anderson lands hard, hooks left, spins around into the racing line, and smacks into Arendt. Both manage to continue. Stark dives up the inside with a bold move. Bäckström emerges out front, Torrente P2, Wyatt P3, Stark now P4, with Marin in P5, chasing hard. Trask and Marszalek are trading blows for 6th. The Aussie has the inside line, cranks it around the left-hander, and snatches P6. Stefan Arendt has recovered from the earlier contact and muscles past Marszalek into P7. Up front, Alec Bäckström leads the charge, with victory teammate Sean Torrente in 2nd and Rusty Wyatt 3rd, closely hunted by Eric Stark in 4th. Let's take another look at the start. Anderson and Bäckström are dead even to the whole shot. Both push hard to the next buoy. Inches apart, they both catch air, and Anderson spins out. Meanwhile, behind them, Stefan Arendt hits a wall of spray, rounding the mark, oversteers off the racing line, and finds Anderson directly in his path. Both escape with minor damage and continue on. Back to the race, Bäckström holds the lead, but the pack is closing. Torrente and Wyatt fight for P3. Trask and P6 under attack from Arendt and Marszalek. Sami Celio joins in the scrap. The Finnish champion powers up the inside with horrendous visibility in the spray and rain, surges past Marszalek up into 8th. Behind, Jonas Andersson has been charging back up the field. The red boat sweeps past Sandbergen and Marszalek up into 9th and sets his sights on Celio. Up front, the fight continues. Bäckström pulls a small gap on teammate Torrente, who's under heavy pressure from Wyatt, relentless in P3. Eric Stark sits solid in 4th after a sharp climb from 9th. And in 5th, Peter Marin, last year's runner-up here, holds strong with hometown fans willing him on. Behind, Anderson reels in veteran Sami Celio and takes over P8, a strong recovery for the Swede. But a penalty looms for that earlier collision. Alec Bäckström leads in F1 Grand Prix for the first time, but with 32 laps to go, worsening conditions, and multiple world champions on his tail, the pressure is just beginning. Round 1 podium finisher Ben Jelf has clawed his way from 19th to 14th, but still has ground to cover. Up ahead, Stefan Arendt's rough start dropped him from P3 to P7, now under pressure from Jonas Andersson, closing in fast. Trouble for Grant Trask, he slows dramatically, and Arendt slips past, followed by teammate Anderson. A lap later, Trask pulls over and retires.
I think the engine blew up. It started losing power from the second lap, and then it just got worse and worse, and then it just turned off. So.
With Trask out, Arendt moves into P6, but now has China's Peter Marin in his sights. Ahead of them, Eric Stark sits just off the podium, a strong recovery after a tough qualifying, flying the flag for Team Abu Dhabi. Red Devils' Ferdinand Zandbergen climbs from 14th to 9th, joining teammate Sami Celio in the points, with both boats running 8th and 9th. And with just 7 laps to go, Anderson's charge ends in heartbreak. He suffers a second DNF of the season and is later disqualified for dangerous driving. As the final laps tick down, Wyatt keeps the pressure on, but the victory team holds strong. From pressure to triumph, Bäckström delivers a career-defining drive to claim his maiden Grand Prix victory, a huge moment for the young Finn.
Thank you, guys.
Torrente brings home 2nd, adding more crucial points. Wyatt rounds out the podium in 3rd. Stark completes an impressive recovery in 4th. Cohen picks up 2 points in 9th, and China CTIC's rookie Kyle Maskell secures the final point in 10th.
I feel over the moon, and for the team, a 1-2 with Sean finishing 2nd is all we came for. And yeah, so the race start, like I've been saying, that I hope Jonas sleeps a little bit. I think he was a little late on the button, so I got the jump on him, and then first buoy we go side by side and a little bit in front, and Jonas started forcing me out, and I think we touched and we were out of control for a second, but after that it was just controlling the pace.
Let's go, baby!
I'm so proud of this team. They had faith in me to bring me here, and I told them, I want to win the World Championship, but we're going to have 2 really good boats. Alec has done an amazing job. He earned it yesterday by beating me in qualifying.
and he just drove great today. And man, I'm just so proud of the team.
Good job, buddy. Eric's there. I go, yeah. I like a good payback time.
You know, it was amazing to come from 6th to 3rd, and a great battle with Sean, and it was such an amazing race course. And what a day on the wind and rain, and I think we've seen it all this week. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting home and bring on Saudi.
Your lines, I'm like, his lines are strange, but it's working.
I'm looking at him, I'm going, I know where he wants to go, so I'm going to go there and then go there.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Great job. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Victory Team gets a major boost in the team championship, now 30 points clear of Sharjah in 2nd. Team Sweden sits 3rd, with Team Abu Dhabi just 1 point ahead of China CTIC for 4th. No F1 H2O win is official until you've been dunked. Alec Beckstrom gets the full rookie treatment after his first Grand Prix win. Victory Team stands firmly atop the drivers' standings. Alec Beckstrom leads the way with teammate Sean Torrente close behind in 2nd. Just 1 point back, Rusty White holds 3rd, while defending champion Jonas Anderson sits 4th. But with 2 rounds to go, it's still wide open. The UIM F1 H2O flag was officially passed to Saudi Arabia back in Shanghai, with Jeddah set to host the penultimate round. See you there for the next round of the UIM F1 H2O World Championship.